Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 14, I believe. We have everyone fed, everyone cleaned, everyone patted, and everyone sancta. So we're all happy out. And the reason I'm starting the video with everyone sorted is so we can save a little bit more time. You're cool. Very like Athena, but I don't think she is exactly like Athena. I do like the kind of more albino as well. Um, but less of that. Onwards we go. Um, I want to get right to it. So, once again, I have forgotten where these dinosaurs are. I think they might be over in this direction. Oh, hello. You guys are new. Oh, but that's because it's cut off. I wonder are these the guys with the big claws? I won't even try pronounce their name. But I think that's what species they are. Take some. Really? This is food, right? My inventory can't be filled. Oh, it is. Oh, well, that's a blunder. Alright, we'll keep going for now. We'll keep going. Unless we see something important like a dreamstone or something like that. We won't be too pushed. What's with all these cool skins, man? What day is it? 16th Tuesday, a random day. Is there like a lucky day kind of thing? Light breeze. Nothing that says like this day is, you know, a rare day or a more important day, but like these are some skins we haven't seen before, especially this one, you know? Okay, here we are. I was going the right way. Excellent. So, the reason I started the episode with some of our chores done is because I've been talking about taming one of these guys for a while, the Pachycephalosaurus, and I haven't got a chance to because we've been exploring or doing quests or organising our farm, and I've decided this is going to be the episode. Oh, moment of truth. No, no, made a blunder of it. 1, 3, 2, 1, 4 medium, 4 large. From the top. Alright, maybe not. Maybe we don't need to. So, Pachycephalosaurus. I have been meaning to talk about our dear friend Gunther for a very long time. I think since Little Kitty Big City. And this is going to be the episode. One, because I don't have anything else to talk about. Other than work, I haven't had a lot happen since our last episode. Oh no. Well, that spun it, didn't it? It doesn't like treat. Yeah, obviously. What did I give it? Was it a potato, I think? Alright. I should probably pay attention. It's gonna be too much now, I'd say, is it? Alright, alright. So, we want to feed again. So this was... I can't remember what this symbol is, the leaf symbol on the left there, but we know this is juicy, so we'll take it handy. Maybe, hopefully it doesn't bounce this too high up. I didn't like that at all. But it's good enough. Spicy popping. Excellent. And I have just realised that we are not set up to do this at all. But we can make up for that. So one of the reasons I wanted to tame a Pachycephalosaurus this episode is because it gives me something to talk about for the next 25 minutes, but it's also a good time to tell you about Gunther. So, who is Gunther, you might ask? Gunther was a wild Irish goat. You gonna follow me, bud? If you and I can get home without any arguments, we'll be doing well, alright? Because as you'll find out, Gunther and I had a very unique relationship. Gunther was a wild Irish goat. So, Orla's family have a holiday home out in an area called the Burn. And I believe the Burn is a UNESCO kind of protected site because it's very unique. I think it might be the only place in the world where this kind of landscape exists. And for absolute certain, I can say this with certainty, there's certain plant species in the Burn that grow nowhere else on Earth. So that's why it's such a kind of unique protected area. So Orla's family have a holiday home out in that direction. On holiday, as you might have guessed. They went for a hike up a hill, and on this hike they came across a lone, solitary kid. And by kid, I mean a baby goat, not a human child. All alone. He was all alone by himself in the middle of nowhere. And was young enough that you could say that wasn't in the ordinary, you know? It's not like he was fully grown and stuff like that. Okay, hold on. So we need to figure out how much space Gunther needs. And if this dinosaur is anything like the real Gunther, it's infinite space, because that's just the way Gunther was. 25 meters squared, and it's a pack animal. Excellent. So that makes things a little bit easier for us. Not in terms of a Dreamstone, but for now, we're just gonna have to play a little bit of a balancing act. So, wait here? No, not you, Lucky. God's sake. This is your home. Okay, now, Lucky, let's fly. So I don't have a large Dreamstone right now, but what I do have is small Dreamstones. No, I do. Oh. And I had one in my inventory. Oh, well, this is embarrassing. Here's me panicking for no reason. It wouldn't be like me, folks. What we do need to get is more herbivore food and more fence posts. Just more fence posts, really. Yeah, no, we're all good, we're all good. So let's take our potatoes. We'll take some garlic just for now to see if it's actually worth it. If it's a good financial decision. We have 101 clover, sorry, 101 fiber. I don't think we can sell that though to who we want to sell to, but we have a ton of peppers, so we'll sell that. Poppins can stay here, and we'll take these for the crack just to see what we can do with them, so I have an idea. So time is against us. In game, not so much this evening, but definitely time is against us. But I digress, as I tend to do. So Gunther was all alone on the side of this hill. Luckily the weather was nice. If the weather had been rough, he might have struggled to make it through the night. So Orla's family, being the animal lovers that they are, picked up this little goat, realised he was in kind of trouble, couldn't see his herd anywhere around, and decided to bring him, at least for the night, bring him down somewhere where they could look after him. So he stayed the night, and I think the following day, or a few days later, they planned to bring him to a kind of goat sanctuary, where, you know, old farm animals might have been retired, or, you know, neglected or hurt in nature and needed to be rehabilitated, this kind of thing, you know, like a dog kennel but for goats. And They left him there for a little while, and a couple hours later they went back and got him. They decided that he was just so unique and funny and cool that they wanted to keep him. So that's how Gunther became part of our family. And that's not the end of the story, by any means. So just want to check this. I promise I'll continue the story, but we've 45 seed versus quick versus what? Trade versus 18. Here. But I keep forgetting we get more than one garlic per seed. You know, so that might be 18 times 3 or 18 times 4. So that's fine. Last thing I want to check, custom order. So, small dreamstone. Interesting. Okay, that's not what I wanted to look at. This small dreamstone, no. Where's the large dreamstone? Oh no, so it genuinely is. What I was thinking is you could take 2 small, make 1 large, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Fair enough. But we do need to buy some fences. That's why we sold our crops. So we've 5, and we need to buy a few more. Yeah, that's not bad. We can always come back. We can always come back. But 25, we need 25 meters squared. We have 25 fences. And Lucky's out here waiting for us. So, Gunther becomes part of the family. And Orla's family are not farmers. They don't have, they've only ever owned, we'll say, domestic, traditional pets, you know, cats and dogs. So they bring this little goat home, and for the first little while, he's adorable, he's funny, he's cute. But then he starts to grow, and they don't have a pen outside for him, so he lives inside. And this tiny little goat soon becomes this massive pain in the ass. At least for his first year. And the reason I say that is because I suppose, like a puppy, you know, puppies are very destructive as well. This guy, you just couldn't leave anything around him. If it was a piece of paper, he'd have it. You could leave your phone charger on the counter. He would see that as a vine, you know, or a twig, and he'd chew that. And quest updated, Chef Owen. Am I collecting things here for Owen, is it? So he needs fiber. Really? He needs fiber? Surely not. Quests. Oh, stone and wood, of course. Silly me. I was like, this man surely isn't going to cook him with fiber, like. No, I'm not a fan of Owen, but surely he's not that bad, like. I feel bad putting Lucky over here by herself. I really should have thought this out before going for the tame. I came out of the traps this evening wanting to get stuff done. Do you know what? It looks like the least amount of work is no, because we can't clear the fiber. Yeah, look, it's not going to be great, but for now we're just going to need to work around this. It is temporary. We have a feeding trough here too, that would have been handy to know. So, the reason Gunther and I used to clash heads, excuse the bun, is because he was genuinely like a puppy, in the sense that he wanted in to see everything, and anything he could put in his mouth, he did put in his mouth. And, oh, well, why did that upset you so much, you know? Why do you care? I was studying in my final year of college at this time. So Orla and I were living with Orla's parents. Orla and I were studying. Um, as I said, I was in final year, Orla was in final year, and you know, fairly stressful time. To make things even better, you might say, this was all happening during lockdown, during COVID. So, in a way, it was brilliant for Orla and I because we couldn't go anywhere. Not that we had a lot of money to spend, but the money we did have, we couldn't spend anywhere because everything was in lockdown. Just concentrating. I just want to get these up first. As I said, it's fairly temporary, and this pen is going to be quite big actually. More than enough for Lucky, I should say. Get this gate in here. And we have a trough, do we? Or did I lift it? No, I lifted it, okay. Trough here. I need to buy more herbivore food. Do I have any? No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. So, Lucky. I need to give you a dreamstone, love, which I put away. Foolishly put away. Follow me. Just, let's see if she can get out. She's probably stuck. Ah, poor Lucky. No. Ah, works for me. This is your home for now, love. I'm sorry. I know, love. I know. It's just temporary, I promise. Quickly get a large dreamstone and back into the pen. I wonder, does it make more no, because the logs are in the way. Just trying to streamline our farm a little bit. So we're not walking over. Really? You don't want to go in the corner? You're gonna do it to me? Perfect. It is temporary. After last episode, we spent probably most of the episode, if not all of the episode, trying to beautify the place and make it all stunning, and now we're after just completely throwing that to the side. So I was in final year anyway. I was studying, lots of assignments, lots of work in between lectures, and you know, writing notes, taking notes, studying, doing calculations by hand on paper. And in comes Gunther. You know, I get up to make a cup of tea. 8:20, okay. Get up to make a cup of tea, turn around, and there's Gunther eating my notes. You know, comical. It's almost like you could actually present it as a Disney movie, you know? Like Entangled, where Kristoff is frozen. I forget his name. The good guy Entangled, anyway. When he's fighting with the horse Maximus. That's what me and Gunther were like. Honest to God, hand on heart, that's what Gunther and I were like. And that went on genuinely for like 2 years, a year and a half. Is this? Oh, because my watering can is full, that's why. I am convinced this is not right. I will fix it. I just don't know how right now. And again, I'm conscious that I'm kind of jumping from the story and then, you know, fixating on this corner over here or jumping to this over here. But what I will say, while it has come to mind, I will fix that seed probably by Googling it. How did I know to give this fella a juicy pop or a spicy poppin'? It's because I Googled it. I haven't figured out yet what poppins these guys like. I was hoping the journal, you know, you come in here, where are we? Come in here, and I suppose favorite treat is spicy, crunchy, but here, for example, so we don't know what the Corthiosaurus, their favorite food, so we don't know what poppin to use on them. And yes, it's cheating. I'm not arguing that. You know, you might say no, it's not cheating. I think it is. I went on the wiki. I looked at, you know, what are these guys like? I need to get one tamed. So that's how I knew to have the Juicy Poppin. That's why I had them in my inventory at the start of the episode. and that's why I was able to go straight there, you know. But I think in the interest of the series, you know, we can have a little cheat here or there to keep progress going. It did say that one of the crops needs to be weeded. So, Gunther and I had a rocky start. I had an external hard drive from my PlayStation, which has quite a unique connection. You know, it's not just USB-C or it's I actually don't know what the name of it is, but a unique kind of connection, right? Nonetheless, and Gunther ate that. It was a Christmas gift. I couldn't play games with my friends because I didn't have enough storage on my PlayStation to download the same games that they were playing. So, as a Christmas gift, I was given carrots. I was given this external storage, which is, you know, so thoughtful and lovely. And then, like, I mean, the day later or that week, your man Gunther had eaten my cable, and I was just so upset. Like, he would have slept in our extension, or what we call the sunroom. You know, because it's got loads of windows, and you know, when it's sunny, you sit out there. He lived in the sunroom, but somehow he got into our bed, Orla and I's bedroom, and that's how he was able to get at my PlayStation. And it's just one story in a long line of stories. But yeah, crazy guy, man. We had a very, very rocky relationship for a good portion of Gunther's life. But he was very gentle, and he was very lovely. And as a herd animal, as you might expect, you know, he really did see us as his herd. You would come home from work. I can't tell if you're orange or if you're pink. If you're pink, I want you, because you're cool as. But we're also not really ready for another Styra, you know? Like, we're just after taming another dinosaur, not really having the space for it. Oh, but they're so cool, you know? Like, I do think that is orange. It looked pink with the sun, but I think it is the more kind of common orange color. And then, where's our friend? This dino definitely is different from Athena, because it has the kind of circular frill, the circular pattern, and the pink back, where if we go and check Athena, she has the kind of stripy thrill. So Gunther did genuinely see us as his pack. He would come home from work, he'd be at the bottom of the garden, you know, at the very, very bottom of the garden. He'd hear you coming home, see Athena's back here is different. And he'd come running, you know, he'd come to see you. He'd greet you coming home from work, and you know, I used to give him a bit of a shove, and it would set off his kind of competitive side, and he'd try and you know, like, headbutt me. So I'd go down on all fours, and I'd, like, you know, kind of headbutt him back and stuff. And you know, maybe I was tormenting the poor guy. I'm not an expert on goats. Maybe I was challenging him, and he absolutely hated my guts. But he seemed to like it. He seemed to enjoy, you know, it was like play fight basically. But unfortunately, in Gunther's first year, his very eventful first year, at Christmas time he got a little bit sick. He was just not feeling great. One of the days he was very down, very quiet, and kind of not eating. And then that evening he took very ill, and I won't go into the detail. I don't think it's necessary. I think you can get the gist. But yeah, it was definitely worrying and kind of distressing to see. You know, he wasn't just under the weather, I'll put it to you that way. So went to the vet, he got checked out, needed a series of... oh, I was just gonna go hell for leather and go to the shenanigan, but we have responsibilities. We have to look after our friends. Oh, I just made a blunder of it. I was concentrating. 4. Oh, thank God. I cannot stress how much I was concentrating there. So yeah, poor Gunther. He took ill for a little while, and that wouldn't be the first time in Gunther's life where he wasn't, you know, at his best. The first time was worrying, and he came through the other side, and we were all delighted, obviously. And then, you know, went back to his normal self, eating the grass, eating my plants. You know, in a previous episode, I messed up the second one. No, you guys not having it? There we go. Hades is happy. Good boy. You deserve to be, bud. How are you, Athena? Good girl. Alrighty. Let's keep moving. We need to water our crops, so we need Layla. So yeah, Gunther, to keep the story, I guess, not too long. I was gonna say short, but you know, that's not fair. So rather than talking about every incidence of Gunther getting ill and stuff like that, what I will say is that Gunther had a lot of ups and downs. He, for the most part, had a very happy life. He used to, we'd take the dogs for a walk. So we'd have 3 dogs going up the road and a goat with a harness on him. He thought he was a dog. For all he knew, he was a dog, and he had his pack, and he was happy out going up the road for his walk. There was times, you know, we were moving furniture around the house, and he seen this as a climbing frame. So we had the couches kind of upended. You know, we had the couches kind of vertical rather than horizontal. He saw this as a climbing frame, you know, and he's like, well, I'm the big goat, I'm the alpha goat, so I need to be at the highest point to challenge all you guys, you know. So there we are, trying to move furniture and clean out the sunroom, and Gunther over here in the corner standing on top of the couch. And he's 4 or 5 feet off the ground, you know, and he's trying to headbutt you, and you're like, man, like, for 5 minutes, can you just give me a break, like, for 5 minutes. And we had this love-hate relationship, you know, where I gave him a hard time for being annoying and being in the way and eating my vegetables. You know, in the last episode, we were talking to Owen. Owen's trying to become a gardener. Alright, well, I think actually he's becoming a chef now, right? That's his new endeavour. Where is this man? Quests. Yeah, Chef Owen. So we've Gardener Owen, now we've Chef Owen. When Owen was trying to do some gardening, you know, his crops were failing. I planted potatoes, I planted carrots, I planted tomatoes, pumpkins. There was something else I was very proud of. Oh, did I say peppers? Anyway, a plethora of vegetables, and I was very proud of my crop. And I came home from work one day, and this guy had turned my beautiful vegetable garden into an all-you-can-eat buffet, and he was delighted with himself. You know, he was like, "Oh, thanks very much, James. You know, this was delicious. I can't believe you did all this for me." And it broke my heart. And it wasn't just a once-off either. I refused to be beaten by this guy. So I planted crops, he ate them. I replanted crops, he ate them. I transitioned to planting flowers, some wildflowers for the bees, he destroyed them. So I refused to be beaten by this guy. and I suppose he just saw me as some great guy giving him food. This is cool. How did you even train a dinosaur to do this? But anyway, it's getting distracted. Can we still... Festival tickets today. I was just about to ask, can we still do our regular shop? Avery has some as prizes for playing hide and seek. Right, okay, okay. Well, let's have a look, see, like, I don't know what I'm interested in. Oh, it's just a seat. Okay, alright, alright. And a table. Alright, nothing too mind-boggling. Let's see. Oh. Avery's a real character. Ah, thank you. That's very nice. Your secret's safe with me. 200 shells, I'll repaint your whole house. Quite the deal. Actually, to be fair, yeah, that's alright, like... are there more colors? Maybe green. Green might be nice, or brown. It might already be brown. But not a priority right now. We'll run up to see Pippin, just in case there's some funky stuff going on. Probably not. Yeah, probably, man. Okay, let's get into it. So, how are we looking on time? 30 minutes. So, this is, I suppose, Gunther Part 1. Just because we're on time, I'm going to leave it here. In the next episode, we will talk to Avery. Surprise, surprise, we're going to play hide and seek, I guess. But this was Part 1 of Gunther's life. The little goat who was found on the side of a mountain, brought home to be my arch nemesis. At least for Part 1 of the story. He was my arch nemesis. But I'll leave it on a cliffhanger. There's more to Gunther's story. Unfortunately, it's not long enough. But there is a little bit more to his story. And yeah, I suppose tune into the next episode to hear about that. I'll speak to you guys soon.